Mr. Chair, I move that we exit executive session.
And I second it.
It's been properly moved and seconded. Dr. Rock, please call the roll.
Mrs. Moomin,
Yes.
Mr. Freeman,
Yes.
Mr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mrs. Gator,
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. At this time, we have reconvened from executive session. We will move on to section number 4. Do I have a motion?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion for item number 4, superintendent's recommendation and presentation for board action, administrative staff, looking for items 4.1 and 4.2.
Do we have a second?
I second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded. Mr. Jolly?
Yes, 4.1 is the hiring of our literacy specialist for high school, Ms. Idris Howard. She comes to us with experience from Cleveland. And then 4.2 is the reclassification of Ms. Brenda Harris from data coach to 3-5 coordinator.
All right, board, do we have any questions?
No, sir.
Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Freeman,
Yes.
Mr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mrs. Moomin,
Yes.
Mrs. Gator,
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. That brings us to section 5. Board, do I have a motion?
Yes, Mr. Chair, I move that we accept as the superintendent's recommendation, I move that we accept as a consent agenda, thank you, it's not on here. Board action certified staff, items 5.1 through 5.6, my apologies.
I second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded.
Yes,
Mr. John?
5.1 is the approval of our recently negotiated WEA contract. WEA has ratified it on their side, and this is coming to the board tonight. 5.2 is the renewal of our teachers with limited contracts for this school year. 5.3 is the hiring of certificate staff. These are replacements, people for people who departed. 5.4 is intervention support for science and reading, science at the high school, middle school, and reading at the elementary school. 5.5 is the renewal of our 2 legal coordinators. 5.6 is the hire of our reading Title I intervention support Ms. Colleen, who works at our elementary school also.
All right, thank you, Mr. Jolly. Board, are there any questions?
No, sir.
All right, hearing none. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mrs. Moomin,
Yes.
Mr. Freeman,
Yes.
Mrs. Gator,
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes, motion passes 5-0. That brings us to section 6, superintendent's recommendations and presentations for board actions, classified staff. Board, do I have a motion?
Yes,
Mr. Chair, I make a motion on item number 6, superintendent's recommendation and presentation for board action, classified staff, looking for items 6.1 through 6.9.
I second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded. Mr. Jolly?
Yes, 6.1 is the resignation of classified staff who recently resigned. 6.2 is the reclassification of a self-care professional to a paraprofessional. This is a Warrensville high school graduate class in 2021. 6.3 is the rehire of another Warrensville graduate, Dr. Early Hall, who was work towards and she went away and came back as a paraprofessional. 6.4 is the hiring of a Warrensville graduate class in 2018, graduated from Kent State University with Ron Foster as a paraprofessional. 6.5 is the hiring of our culture coaches at the high school and elementary school and middle school. 6.6 is the hiring of our behavioral intervention support coach, Coach Mickey at the high school. 6.7 is the renewal of our truancy officer, Mr. Alexander. 6.8 is the renewal of our family engagement, parental involvement specialist, Farmer. 6.9 is Ms. Brooks, who provides support for the human resources department.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Jolly. Board, are there any questions?
sir.
All right, hearing none. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mrs. Moomin,
Yes.
Mr. Freeman,
Yes.
Mr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mrs. Gator,
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes. Motion passes 5-0.
Yes. Oh, I would like to, we need we're requesting a special meeting. We have some special, construction, time-sensitive construction things. I want to see if we can have it Monday morning at 8 a.m. and want to see if the board would agree to that.
Works for me.
Does that
It works
create a
fine.
schedule conflict for anyone?
Works fine for me.
Okay, so,
The information has been sent to you already.
Okay.
If you have any questions?
Dr.
about
Rock,
it,
can you get that
please
out?
call.
Okay.
That is the email that came.
Yeah, I'll say 3
Dr.
emails.
Rock needs to get
There,
that.
there'd be a second purpose also. We have a memo of understanding with the city
Right.
in regards to that, Racino case that
He
we.
just got
Yes,
it
sir.
today.
So we'll get that as
You
well.
get that
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll get that tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
all right, so we'll be on the record for that Monday at 8 o'clock a.m.
Do you want a hard copy?
All right.
Monday, 8 o'clock.
I can drop it off tomorrow.
Yeah.
If y'all want it.
Can I have
I'll bring it to your house tomorrow. All right,
You want a hard copy? Yeah.
all right, tomorrow morning, we'll bring it to you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
Put it in my mailbox.
Put it in your mail.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we adjourned? I'm sorry, I don't know.
And finally, do we have a motion to adjourn?
Yes, I move that we adjourn this meeting.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All right, it's been properly moved and seconded. Dr. Rock, would you please call the roll?
Mr. Freeman,
Yes.
Mr. Fuller,
Yes.
Mrs. Moomin,
Yes.
Mrs. Gator,
Yes.
Mr. Roberts.
Yes, motion passes 5-0.